Thanks for joining me for this elements meditation and yoga nidra. We're going to work our way through the 5 elements. I'm going to pop some background music on in a short while. Now, you may have already said, there's 4 elements. There's 5 from the point of view of meditation, energy work, yoga, etc. So the 4 elements that as scientists we know about, earth, we're sat on it, air, we're breathing it, water, we're predominantly made of it, and fire keeps us warm. But the 5th element's ether, so that's us, that's our spirit. So this meditation very much is reiki infused 5 elements meditation, and like so much of what we practice, perhaps it all starts with us. It all starts with our spirit, our soul, our ether, our ethereal connections, the way that we're connected to one another and in different parts of the world. We can sense what's going on, perhaps pick it up somehow, and maybe stuff that's happening that's distant to us in some way can feel quite heavy at times. So that's the ether. And through the meditation, you may well get a sense for the ether. And you might not, and that's okay. So it's a meditation. So I'd like you to find a comfortable position. I'm actually sat in almost a classic meditation position. So I'm sat cross-legged. I'm going to get one in front of that, but it was too nice not to turn up. So I'm sat cross-legged. I've got a bolster under my hips, so my hips are a little bit higher. And this should be a comfortable position for me for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And if you've been meditating for a while, this is the position I would encourage you to take. And if you haven't been doing meditation for a while, I'd encourage you to try it out. But I would also invite you to prioritise your comfort and your physical body being supported. So yes, this is a beautiful meditation position. Nice straight spine, chin tucked in slightly. Bottom nice and connected to the floor, but it's not a position that works for us all or for any length of time sometimes. So you do you, you find a position that works for you. And I guarantee you my posture will not remain like that for very long. It's gone already, that's okay. So get yourself comfy. Make sure that your body is sitting in a way that's supportive. Make sure that you're not in a draft or too hot. Make sure that you're not really thirsty. Or equally, make sure that you don't suddenly need a wee. You might be listening to this or watching this first thing. You may have woken up feeling a bit icky, unsettled, anxious, tense. You may be watching this at a similar time to I'm recording it. You might be wanting to just ease away from the day, ease away from stuff. At some point, almost certainly while I'm recording, the light behind me will go off. And that's okay. I've no idea when that will happen. So don't be thrown if that happens. Now you've found a physical way to sit or lie on the sofa, on a chair, on the floor, in your bed. Ease away from anything that bothers you. And sometimes we need to move a little bit to really settle. And especially if you've been sat at a desk all day and you've been in that position, or you've been stood up. It can take a few seconds to bring that ease into your body. So you do you. And when you feel a little bit more settled, a little bit more ease, let's really settle down into the body of the meditation. So meditation is about noticing our breath, noticing our thoughts, observing them but not getting too caught up in holding our breath or interacting with our thoughts. And one supports the other. So let's slow things down. Let's ease away from any busyness, any stickiness. Let's try and ease out of our busy doing brain. And let's just be for a few moments. Let's be in our bodies, be in our souls. Let the connections between our souls, our minds, our bodies build, rather than living in our heads and our bodies playing catch up and our souls playing catch up. You'll be at home, so maybe you want to close your eyes. Maybe you don't. And let's just start taking long, loving, gentle breaths in through our nose. And release it out of your nose. In through your nose and out again. And whilst you're taking these first few breaths, I want you to really notice the earth that you're sat on, the surface that you're sat on. For me, my sitting bones, my bottom, my feet. That's what's connected to the ground, that's what's making contact with the earth. So let's really arrive, mind, body and soul, to the element of earth. If you know how to take a ujjayi breath, do that. And just feel yourself getting heavier and more connected. Each breath in, think about the richness in the earth below you. Each breath out, root down into it, build those connections. Each breath in, the fuel sources. Each breath out, the safety and security that comes from those roots. And your root chakra, it's right at your tailbone. Red orb of light. Our foundations. What we can build our life on. Solid. Next, if we move to the element of fire, not because my right shoulder's pretty toasty, but because the phrase is like fire in your belly. The sacral chakra, the second chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the third chakra, orange and yellow, respectively, colours we find in fire. So the element of fire, breathe in things within your life that make you passionate, that you're passionate about. With each breath in, connect to that purpose, that grrr, that fight, the things that you want to fight for. And each breath out, know that if you take your time, if you're nurturing and patient, you will be on that path that supports that growth, supports those things that you're passionate about. Breathing in the fire, the passion, the drive. Breathing out the patience to let it come in good time. And now we move on to the element of air. It's all around us. Like all the elements, it's vital. Sometimes it's very forceful and it's a harsh wind that makes your face sting or can blow you off your feet, but it's still vital. So breathe in a sense of gratitude for the air that you're bringing into your body. And breathe out a sense of responsibility, accountability. Breathing in the gratitude to be where we are. And exhaling a sense of accountability and responsibility for getting where we're destined to be. And we fill our lungs with air. Our heart chakra sits within our chest, surrounded by the air in our lungs. And if you can hear the bird song on this back music, imagine yourself as a feather, and imagine a gust of air lifting you up as a feather. Imagine yourself lighter and lighter and lighter, up into the clouds. Any thoughts that pop into your mind, acknowledge them, smile, nod, but move on, don't get too caught up in them. Just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Classic meditation encourages stillness, total stillness, and maybe that's perfect for you today. Maybe, though, you're going on a journey with some motion, a bit of an ebb and a flow. Do what feels right for you. As I imagine myself that feather caught in that up breeze, I feel liberated, a sense of freedom, but also surrendering. I don't know where the air will take me, I don't know where I'll come down. And that's okay. I trust in the universe and the life force around us, the ether. We take 3 or 4 breaths in and out, imagining you're that feather caught in the breeze, free in the clouds. So as you're breathing in now, maybe think about drawing the life force, the chi, the prana, up through your root chakra. And imagine a column of light from your tailbone, through your lower belly, your middle belly, your upper belly into your chest. With a breath in, that chi, that prana, floods into you. And with each breath out, it dissipates, it travels down your arms into your hands, from your hips down into your feet. All your chakras being fed and nurtured, activated and balanced by just being here, showing up, noticing, observing, inviting breath into our body and releasing it, inviting thoughts to come and thoughts to go. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to remember that we're feathers up in the clouds, free, surrendering. And we're going to move on to our final element of water. So in the clouds, condensation happens, it collects, and that's what forms rain. And that's where our water element's going to start. So in the same way that we went up into the clouds on the air as a feather, we're going to return back down to earth as raindrops. So let's imagine, as we're sat here, with as much ease as is possible in our bodies, beautiful warm rain starts to fall. It's that beautiful warm rain we don't really get in England, because it's normally cold and horrible. It's more that beautiful tropical rain maybe that you've experienced. Maybe you've been swimming in a warm ocean and it started to rain and you've noticed how the rain feels on wet skin. In that circumstance, you've got the warm water supporting you. And you've got the rain falling, gently pitter-pattering on our heads. And just as we're thrown into the darkness here, imagine that rain falling gently onto our skin. Imagine that cleansing us. Freeing us. So I'm going to ask you now to imagine standing by the sea this time and our feet are in the water. Maybe it's raining, maybe it isn't. The water's definitely warm. Maybe cool, but definitely not cold. And we're stood on the beach and our toes are in the sand. And that warm water starts to wash over our toes and our feet. All I want you to do for these last few minutes of meditation is breathe in and breathe out with as much ease as is possible through your nose. We've activated our root, our sacral, our solar plexus and our heart chakras. And we're going to almost do a yoga nidra to work ourselves up to the tops of our heads, our crown chakra. So that warm water washes over our toes, our feet, our ankles. Cleanses us, nourishes us, refreshes us, gives us the enthusiasm to pick up our projects, pick up our passions and push on. So imagine that warm water over our toes, our feet, our ankles. And it rescinds, it heads back out to sea. So these waves are coming in and just kissing our skin, and then they're heading back out to sea. So our toes, our feet, our ankles, our shins are washed and refreshed. Feet, ankles, knees, thighs, cleansed and refreshed. All of our legs up to our hips and pelvis bathed in beautiful cleansing warm water, and back out to sea. The whole of our legs and our lower belly filling with prana, chi, life force, energizing us, and back out to sea. And now the energy builds legs, lower belly, middle belly, upper belly, and back out again. And that warm essential water gently washes over our legs, our bellies, our chests, and up to our throat chakra, and back out to sea. And now imagine all of your legs, your chest, your neck, and your face bathed in that beautiful energy, that beautiful light, that beautiful water. And then the last few waves, the energy from our toes, knees, hips, chest, heart, neck, face, all the way to our crown and out again. And this energy flowing in and across us, carrying away everything that we need to just let go of, everything that we need to release. And that water comes in from the tips of our toes to the top of our head, and all 7 chakras activate, work in synergy, work together. And whatever the universe knows it needs to take away, it's just going to cleanse from us and take it back out to sea. So just imagine a few more rounds of those beautiful waves bringing all that freedom, that positivity, that cleansing, that nourishment. Maybe as you breathe in, you feel your light column between your tailbone and your crown. You sense some warmth. And if you want to sigh out, do that. And to bring this meditation to a close, I hope you can sense all the cells in your body are energised. And I don't want you to come out of the meditation just yet. Stay exactly where you are. And I'm sending out into the ether around us whatever it is that you need. Just release all that sticky stuff and let it be washed away. Bring in whatever it is that you need to carry in your heart, your belly, your head, and release all the stuff that's too heavy or not yours or just shitty. Know in your heart that you're exactly where you should be. You're working on yourself. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening. And just connect to the ether around us and know that we're connected wherever we are. Doesn't matter where we are in the country, in the globe. Just surrender. And the universe has got you. Just have faith, surrender, and release. And know that meditation is always there for you. Maybe it's 30 seconds, maybe it's 5 minutes. Whatever. Find whatever works for you. And do more of it. Connect deeper into yourself. Connect to yourself. Connect your soul, your mind, your body. And connect to Mother Earth. And go really gently when you're easing out of this. And have a lovely sleep.